Good evening, sports fans! Crobat for the win of the Token Minorities here today with my NPL Season 8 draft analysis. My goal for this season is to make Mama proud. Make Mama Jolt proud. He decided to retire from the NPL this season, at least for now. He may come back in the future, but I'm the one carrying the NPL torch here in the TTM channel, and you guys are going to get to see team builders, which are going to have awesome graphics, explanations, and everything. You guys are going to get to see matches as well, with graphics and everything. I'm so excited for this season to start, and we will have the next upload. Actually, I think it's going to be this Friday. It's going to be the team builder, and then the actual match, my week 1 match, will be up Sunday. Usually they're up Saturdays, but because of March Madness Saturday, they're going to be Sunday for this 1 week. And I'm excited to jump into this season, guys. I could not be more excited to be back in the NPL. I took a break in NPL Season 7. Here I am. Here is my draft. I can't wait to go over this. Let's do it right now. My first pick, 18 points, was Landorus Incarnate. Now this is a traditionally Ubermon. I wanted it on my team because of its momentum abilities with U-turn, because of its really strong earth power, and other attacks with Life Orb and Sheer Force. And plus, it can go physical as well. I mean, it's got a plethora of options. It also could set up rock polishes, which is really neat. It's a great Scarfer as well. It's pretty fast. It outspeeds most of the metagame. I like it as a draft pick. I think it's going to pair really well with the rest of what I picked. Next up, I picked Tornadus Therian. At 16 points, and also it's my Z-move user. Now, Tornadus Therian, you're going to say, wait a minute here. That's double ice weakness? Well, you would be right. I will admit that. However, I love the idea of double GENIE. Actually, the last time I won the NPL, which was in Season 2, going back to the Stone Age now. This was way back when. Let's see, this was Gen 6, actually. Jeez, that was back when I think I used X and Y back in those days. Anywho, so Landorus I and Tornadus Therian together, double GENIE. I used double GENIE back then. I wanted to kind of bring it back now. And I really think Landorus I and Tornadus Therian have really good synergy together, barring the ice weakness. Now, if I can plan around that, I think I'll be just fine. And actually, if we jump into our next pick, Victini, 16 points. That takes care of my ice weakness pretty well. So, I mean, Tornadus Therian pretty much spoke for itself. Basically just Hurricanes, knockoff. It's a great defogger. Which, by the way, Landorus Incarnate does get defog now, which is awesome. I could use it maybe for that too. But first 2 picks are pretty good. Victini really helps to solidify this core. It has U-turn as well. So I got 3 U-turn users right off the bat. It's got the V-Create, which is going to absolutely punch holes into teams. Imagine running a Choice Band V-Create. You better get out of the way because... Actually, you know what? You won't even be able to dodge it due to Victory Star, so good luck to you, buddy. It also has good coverage with the Bolt Strike. It can go special with, what's it, Searing Shot or whatever? Something like that. Thunderbolt, Thunder. It's got a bunch of good options. I'm excited to use it. I don't think I've ever used Victini in draft format, so let's give it a try. I'm excited with it. Next, 4th pick, we've got Cobalion, 12 points. With Cobalion, I get another Volt Switch user or U-turn user. In this case, it's Volt Switch. I love Cobalion. I used it back in GBA Season 3, and it was great for me at that time, and I wanted to bring it back. Some people were a little bit critical of this pick, and I can understand. But I wanted to get a fighting type, I wanted to get something that could resist ice types, and I wanted something that could be a stealth rocker that also had Volt Turn, and this fits the bill perfectly. It also has Swords Dance. It's got some pretty good dual stabs, considering there are fairy types running around. And all in all, it could go special as well if I really wanted to. All in all, really great utility mon, sets up rocks. I like it in this slot. It has really good synergy with the rest of the team. Consider how it's also weak to ground. Victini's weak to ground. I got 2 flying types to take care of it. Now, I got Sylveon. I needed my fairy type. I got it here. 13 points. It's pretty standard. It's Sylveon. However, I am looking at its move pool. I see a bunch of really neat things I've never seen used. I've seen like Snore. I'm seeing Quick Attack. I'm seeing all kinds of awesome sets here. I want to exploit Sylveon in a way that no one has ever seen before. Next up, we've got Rotom-Mow at 8 points. It's a Z captain for my team as well, so I can use Z moves with it. It fulfills the requirement that I wanted an electric type in this team and a grass type. It's both in one. It also gives more Volt Turn, which I love having on this team. It has some pretty good bulk, has a pretty good move pool, decent speed. It's got a lot going for it. It also has Will-O-Wisp. I really needed some Will-O-Wisp support beyond Victini, and now I've got it. I'm excited to use this mon as well. I've used it a few times before, and it served me pretty well. We'll move right along. Now, you might say to yourself, hang on a minute. What the heck is wrong with you, TTM Danza? You've got the biggest Mamoswine weakness on the planet. I mean, look at your first 2 picks are weak to ice. Your next 2 picks are weak to ground. And your next pick after that is weak to Ironhead, which Mamoswine can get. Oh, and by the way, your Rotom-Mow's weak to Mamoswine as well. Ice Shard. What is wrong with you? Hey, dude. I just picked up Mamoswine at 13 points. So Mamoswine offers another rocker. It also blocks opposing Volt Switches. It has decent bulk. It has thick fat. We can't forget that. And it's got an essential Ice Shard that I really want to use throughout the league. It's probably the second best Ice Shard user, bar Weavile, and it's got a mighty fine attack stat. I think it's 130. It's going to be hitting really hard. I could run a Scarf, I could run a Band, I could run Life Orb, I could run even Bulky. I've got so many options with Mamoswine. I think it fits the team really well, given what I just told you. I've taken, even if, let's just say, I never used Mamoswine ever, which is, obviously I'll use it, it's an awesome mon. Just by taking it out of the draft pool, that takes one of the biggest threats to my team out of the league, out of the hands of other players, which I think to an extent is definitely a strategy. Just imagine, alright, just in a hypothetical scenario, you drafted a team that was so awesome, or you were drafting a team that you had an idea of, it was so awesome, the only thing that would stop it is one mon. Wouldn't you risk one mon in your team, or take one mon off of your team just to mitigate that risk, if it at least fit decently well with your team? I'd say yes, and that's kind of what I did, except I think Mamoswine fits really well with the team when you put it all together. The next pick was Mega Gyarados at 13 points. I have never actually used Mega Gyarados. I've used Gyarados a couple times. GBA Season 1 I used Gyarados, but I've never used Mega Gyarados, at least to my knowledge. I don't think I ever have. I'm excited to give it a shot. I think it's a good Dragon Dance user. It's a good bulky tank. It also has Intimidate before its Mega Evolution. It's got Ice Fang. It's got a lot of characteristics that I like. And then there's one wild card. Actually a couple, but we'll say one. Fire Blast.
I'm pretty positive he's just going to T-Wave. I'm just going for a knockoff. I'm just going to straight up go for a knockoff. Fire Blast! What? What? I forgot. Oh, oh my gosh! I live at 10. I'm so confused right now, though. I had not the slightest. Did he use Fire Blast last time? Why can Gyarados learn? I'm done. I am done. Why can Gyarados learn Fire Blast? I'm so done.
Now you might know, I'm a big fan of Fire Blast. I think it's gonna come at least once this season. It has to. It has to come, believe me. I've also got other fun options if I wanted to try to run Thunder or Thunderbolt or something silly like that. Who knows? Maybe. If I can run Thunder or Nidoqueen and hit an incoming Tornadus Therian in the Stab League Draft Tournament, which I won by the way, then Thunder Mega Gyarados could come. Who knows? I'm excited though to use it. Let's jump to next pick. I grabbed Kangaskhan at 5 points. Now this is kind of when my point amount started to drop down, so I had to be a little bit more conservative with my picks because I wanted to have at least 10 Mons in this team. Kangaskhan offers kind of a good support offensive Mon balance. It can be a wall if I wanted it to be. It has Wish, which is really attractive. I really wanted something with Wish. It can use Drain Punch, it can use an Assault Vest. It has a decent speed as well. All in all, a solid Mon. I think it has a good, plenty of good options that I could utilize if I wanted to bring it sometimes this season. I think I have a few matchups that I like where it can work, so you'll definitely see it this season. My next pick was Dusknoir at 3 points. Dusknoir is a very underappreciated Mon, at least for 3 points. I think it's a pretty solid check to a lot of the Mons that other people drafted. A lot of fighting types especially. It's got Priority, it's got Will-O-Wisp, it's got a bunch of the elemental punches, it's got Pain Split. That's really all it needs. It could run a band, it could run leftovers, it could run so many different things. And I'm excited to give some of those a shot this season. It takes the fighting type attacks that will take Mega Gyarados, or Kangaskhan, or Mamoswine, or even Cobalion down. And it will take them very well, believe me. Now, knockoff. You're gonna say, oh, that could be a problem for it, right? Well, guess what? I got Mega Gyarados to take it, I've got Cobalion to take it, to an extent I've got Sylveon to take it. I've got a lot that I can use to counter those dark types. I'm liking it there. It was probably one of the best Mons I could take at the time, and I think it's gonna have enough utility that I'll be able to use it. And finally, in the last slot, we've got the Hail Mary pick. Ariados at 3 points. Alright, you're gonna say to me, how often are you really gonna bring Ariados TTM Crobat for the win? And I'm gonna say to you, I don't know. If I think a matchup needs sticky webs or wants poison bug type support of some kind, I'm gonna bring it. I'm not going to tease what I'm going to do with Ariados. I have a very specific plan. Of course, yes, I could say sticky webs, but I think there could be a little more to it. Let's wait and see. But it can support my team for sure. Let's just talk about sticky webs, because that's the obvious. Landorus I outspeeds, I don't know, 70% of the Mons drafted, let's just say, at 101 base speed. But imagine if I could outspeed 100% of the Mons by just laying down sticky webs. Nothing would get in Landorus's way. Nothing. It would just be a sweep. So just imagine if I could set that up. Or how about Tornadus Therian? How about Victini? V-Create. Like, it has almost the same speed. V-Create in something's face after a speed drop. I could only imagine. How about Mamoswine, which has 80 speed? It's a little bit on the slower side, but guess what? With web support, that thing is going to be ruining lives. So, Ariados, discounted at your own peril. That's for sure. That's pretty much it for my NPL Season 8 team. This is what it is for now. Maybe we'll make some trades. Maybe we'll make some free agency picks. Who knows? But for now, this is the squad I'm rocking, and I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you're all excited for Friday's upload, and I can't wait to put up my game for Week 1 on Sunday. Have a good one. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys, because if you like this video, you're going to be entered into a drawing to win $1 million, courtesy of TTM Jolt. It's out of his pocket, so just kidding. Jolt, don't kill me. Have a good day, guys. Peace.